What's going on, my beautiful fragrance family, and good morning. Hope each and every one of you are doing fantastic today, and welcome back to My2Scents. My name is Brian, and this is the channel about helping boost your confidence through the art of fragrance and becoming a lasting scent memory. So the holidays are here. Christmas is right around the corner, and I know you're going out. You're wanting to save that money so that you can buy some gifts for your little ones, for your loved ones this Christmas. Well, maybe you're a fragrance junkie, a frag head just like me, and you want to add some fragrances to your collection this holiday season, but you don't really want to spend the money having to smell great. Well, that's exactly what this episode's all about. Today I'm going to be going over 10 affordable fragrances that are great for winter, that are just easy to reach for. You can spray them on, forget about what you're spraying, go about your business, do your Christmas shopping, going up and down the aisles, all while smelling fantastic. You don't have to spend a ton of money to smell great. These would also make great gifts for your loved ones, especially if you're looking at getting your husband, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, whatever it might be, gifting them something new as a signature scent, something that they can just throw on and smell fantastic. So none of these fragrances I'm going to categorize as special occasion, date night, anything like that, because you can wear whatever fragrance whenever the hell you want. Before we get into this list, what are some of your favorite affordable fragrances that you enjoy rocking during the winter? Just easy to wear. Grab them and go. Spray them on, walk out the door, and forget what you're wearing. Enjoy your day smelling fantastic. Fragrances that help strike up conversation with people, help get you noticed, and that help boost your confidence. Let me know. Drop me a comment down below. Well, instead of just hearing me jabber on about you saving money, let's go ahead and get straight into I love chicken, I love liver, meow mix, please deliver. Whiffs and sniffs. All right, like I said, these are just these fragrances. They're not in any specific order. They're just cheap fragrances, affordable fragrances that smell great and that would be great for the winter season. The first one on my list is one that I've had for many, many years now. I've had quite a few bottles, and this one is actually really, really low. And it is Burberry BRIT for men. Not for him, for men. They changed it a while back. It used to be Burberry BRIT for him. Now it's Burberry BRIT for men. I believe the way that you can tell the difference is it says it right here along the collar on the atomizer. This is a awesome, spicy, citrus, aromatic, and woody fragrance. I don't have much left. Up top, you're gonna get some really nice spicy ginger, some citrus. This used to have a really nice rose, like a nice powdery rose dry down. I believe they added in some tonka to kind of add that powderiness, and it's not as beautiful as it used to be. Still a great fragrance, moderate longevity, not the longest lasting fragrance, probably about 5 hours on my skin total, though I do spray it on my clothes, so I get a little bit extra longevity out of it. But the main ingredients in this are gonna be ginger, citrus, musks, and woods. And I believe there's some cypress in here, and like I said, I think there's also some tonka bean. The main spice I get out of this is nutmeg. And the really interesting woody facets that are in here are called oriental woods, which add this kind of spicy oriental side to the dry down. Fantastic fragrance. Again, not the longest in longevity, but this is always popping up at rack stores. You can find them on discounters. If you see this and you want something that is, a citrus, spicy, aromatic, woody fragrance, this would be a great one for you. So first up on my list, Burberry BRIT for men. Not for him, for men. If you find for him, scoop it up. Another one that pops up at Burlington all the time. That's where I got mine. It's Davidoff Cool Water Aquaman. You're like, wait a second. Aquaman? It sounds like an aquatic fragrance. You would think so. This is really based off Jason Momoa's Aquaman. Rugged, woodsy. This is a pretty simple note breakdown. Mandarin orange, black pepper, Gaiac wood. So you have this nice spicy woody Gaiac wood in the base, but it starts out with this actually really nice mandarin orange and some spices. You get some really nice woody facets not too long after the initial spray, because this is a quite simplistic fragrance, though it is quite beautiful. Again, moderate longevity. I would say about 5 hours. 5-6 hours, somewhere around there. Again, if you spray on your clothes, you're going to get a little bit more longevity, and if you spray a little bit extra, nobody's gonna care. It definitely makes it through the cold, especially when you're layering up. When it's sitting on your skin, it's one of those that as you're heating up, it's gonna permeate off of your skin, and you'll get noticed while you're racking your brain trying to figure out what you're gonna get for your cousin Jimmy. Has enough citrus to keep you smelling fresh. Has enough spices to, yet again, keep you smelling fresh. And it has enough of that guaiac wood in it to really give it some legs, to give it some oomph in the winter months. I actually think this is a really good release coming from Davidoff. So, next up on my list, Davidoff Cool Water Aquaman. And who doesn't want to smell like Jason Momoa? All right, this next one gets compared to Tom Ford's Oud Wood, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're not doing a comparison. We're here to talk about Versace Oud Noir. Aromatic, spicy, woody. What I love about this, it's got an orange, it's got spices, it's got neroli, which I actually forgot about. I don't get a whole lot of the neroli in here. It's more of that orange. But man, I love this fragrance. It is spicy, it's citrusy, and it's fresh up top. And then it gets a little bit spicier, and it keeps getting a little bit spicier throughout the composition. It's got some nice cardamom and saffron. Has a really nice patchouli in the base that starts coming through actually in the heart. It gives it a little bit more of those woody facets. The oud in it, very synthetic. You're not really gonna tell that it's there, but it's blended very well to create this sweet, spicy, woody, aromatic fragrance. I freaking love Oud Noir. For the price you can find these at discounters, it's a steal. I actually get pretty good longevity. Spray on your clothes, you're going to get a little bit longer. Spray a little bit extra, nobody's going to care. You're not going to offend anybody. In fact, you're probably going to get some attention because you're wearing Oud Noir. Because this is quite attention grabbing. I would say this is a good conversation starter. For those of you out there who might be a little shy, you want something to, spark some conversation, what better way than Oud Noir from Versace? So check it out. You see this sitting at rack store, see it at discounters? Definitely worth a whiff and sniff. Next is one of my favorite vetiver fragrances and the entire line is one of my favorite vetiver fragrances, if that makes sense. All three in the line are amazing vetivers. And it's LALIQUE Encre Noir L'Extreme. All right, spicy woody. I mean, that's the best way to categorize this. The reason this one's my favorite, because I love the way that the cypress and bergamot are done in this. You get a little bit of that freshness up top, but you get this nice spicy green cypress right off the bat. And then you flow into all types of vetiver, Haitian vetiver, more vetiver. I think there's even more vetiver in it. And it's a nice dry woody vetiver, though there is some nice sweetness flowing through it, coming from some nice resinous benzoin. So good. In this, I actually get really good longevity. I get about that 8 hours. So when I say really good, I mean 8 hours is really good to me. If it makes it through your workday, awesome. But this definitely will cut through the cold. It has enough warmth and depth and resins, and it's just a great one to be rocking while you're walking up and down the aisles in the mall, wherever you're at, spending time with friends and family. I don't find this offensive whatsoever. In fact, it's one of those fragrances that draws people closer to you and does strike up conversation. And it kind of does smell like Christmas with that cypress in there. So next up on my list, LALIQUE Encre Noir L'Extreme. Who doesn't like a citrus aromatic woody? And I'm really glad I picked this one up. Homme Ice. That's right. People probably sitting there like, wait, Brian, that's a spring and summer fragrance. Where does it say that on the bottle? Fragrances don't know seasons. They just want to get worn. They just want to get rocked. And I think this is a great one to rock whenever you want to rock it. I've been enjoying test driving this. I have given only a couple full wearings, and tell you this, I really like what this fragrance does. It's different from the Homme, though it has a little bit of that original DNA and a little bit of that sweetness laying in there, but they add this plum, so you get a little bit of this fruitiness, but it's kind of more like an earthy plum. Love the way the clary sage is done in this. And then you have some spices, some woods, and then tobacco. Yeah, green and woody, aromatic, a little bit of citrus. That's a really nice green citrus aromatic woody fragrance that has enough depth, enough legs to push through the winter months and get you through your holiday shopping. I get between that 7 to 8 hour range with this bad boy. I'm really glad I picked this up, and I'm glad I listened to my subscribers. I think this definitely deserves a whiff and sniff. 20 bucks or so that you can find it at discounters. They also pop up at rack stores, so keep an eye out. If not, you might shoot your eye out, but definitely keep an eye out for this bad boy. Homme Ice, definitely had to make this list because I think it's awesome. What about a boozy, spicy, woody aromatic, such as LACOSTE Pour Eau? Totally inoffensive fragrance. I really love what this fragrance does as well. Again, coming at you with the plum note. But this one doesn't just have plum. It's got plum and apple and some spices. So you get a little bit of that nice like fruitiness up top. It's got a nice sweet fruitiness along with some nice spices. There's also this really nice rum in here. And that is coming from the fruits, the spices, and the way that it starts drying down and those heart notes start rolling in. It just has this beautiful booziness to it. You're also going to have some really nice vanilla. That's what your sweetness is coming from. And the musks and woods. And it's kind of like musky woods, honestly. But not overpowering. Decent longevity. Between 6 and 8 hours. Lacoste Pour Homme. This used to get some hype back in the day. Man, I'm bringing it back. Bringing it back. So definitely, if you see this sitting at your rack stores, you can find it for a really good price. I got this for $29.99 for a 100 ml, or it might have been $19.99. I got it quite some time ago. I haven't worn too much of it, but I got a pretty good dent taken out of it. Next up, Lacoste Pour Homme. I had to throw an oud on here, and the oud I'm going with is Banana Republic Oud Mosaic. Great beginner's oud. Though a little challenging because it is a little funky. You get some dark fruits. You get this animalic oud, which is going to be synthetic, but it's a synthetic oud that's done actually very well. You have some saffron in here. You have some rosy aspects, and that rose is nice. It's not the nicest rose I've ever smelled, but it's good. The spices are done very, very well in this. Those dark fruits that are in it, they're tart, a little sweetness to them. And you're going to have some woods and musks in this as well, including oud as one of the woods. Now, out of all the Banana Republic Icon line, this is probably, this one and one other actually give me really good longevity. I get between 7 and 8 hours with this. This, for some reason, just sticks to my skin, but this is always popping up at rack stores. You see this at rack stores, it's definitely worth a scoop. If you're looking for a good oud rose and a good beginner's oud, check out Oud Mosaic from Banana Republic. This next one, people probably would say, oh, that's better for date nights. Well, okay. I say you can wear it whenever the hell you want to wear it. It's Givenchy Gentleman, BOISEE. That's right, iris and cacao. Cacao! That's right, I love the cacao that's done in this. This is a beautiful aromatic, woody, spicy. In a nutshell, spice, iris, cacao, woods, and everything nice. You have a little bit of geranium to start the composition off with some spices. I believe it's like some black pepper, but quickly after that initial spray, you start getting that beautiful powdery iris. This was Givenchy's way of saying, hey, Dior Homme, we can do a beautiful iris as well. And they nailed it. This is a beautiful iris. Love the bitter, slightly sweet cacao that's in it. We also have, I believe, some tonka bean in this as well, and some woods. I love the woody characteristics in this. It's fresh, it's spicy, it's warm, and it's woody. When you're walking up and down the aisles trying to figure out who's been naughty or nice, you want to be smelling great. And Givenchy Gentleman, BOISEE, is going to do just that. So check it out. It pops up at discounters all the time. Never seen it at the rack stores. Keep an eye out for it. You never know, it might pop up, but definitely check your discounters. Totally worth a whiff and sniff. We only got 2 more, so thank you for staying with me. And this next one, I didn't think I was gonna like it, but it's Boss Bottle of Night. Picked this up at the rack store for like $29.99 for 50 ml. Not a bad price. If you can find it cheaper on discounters, cheaper than that $30, yeah, totally worth it. This is an aromatic woody. The note breakdown is very simplistic. Lavender, birch, and musks are really what I get out of it. I believe there's also some violet in here as well. It's actually a very fresh fragrance. Very fresh, and it really leans more on that just fresh aromatics. Though the birch in it, slightly smoky, not overly smoky, just a slight smokiness. But the musks in it are really captivating. They're alluring. They pull people in, they draw people in. And that's why it's called night. Probably meant for date nights, but who cares? Wear it during the day. Set yourself apart. Wear it whenever you want. Because I think this is a great signature scent. It'd be great for just going out, going grocery shopping, going Christmas shopping, hanging out with the boys. It doesn't matter. This is a really good fragrance that's affordable and smells stinking great. So second to last is Hugo Boss Bottled Night. I wore this one as my scent of the day the other day, and I forget sometimes how much I love this fragrance. It's my favorite in the line, and it's AZZARO Wanted by Night. The iconic revolver bottle. I will always love these bottles. The original Wanted, they were trying to go for that Invictus Aqua style of fragrance. Not my favorite. AZZARO Tonic, that was kind of a miss for me. Just too watery. Ugh. Not really keen on these tonic fragrances that keep popping up. AZZARO The Most Wanted, it's growing on me. It's a like, it's not a love. I love this. Long lasting, all right? I get 8 hours. And when I say long lasting, if it makes it through my workday, Definitely worth it. What they did is they took that original wanted DNA. So you have a little bit of this bubble gumminess that's flowing through it, but it's all kind of tamed down. It's blended better with some added tobacco and some leather. But I also get a slight booziness from it as well. And I think it's just the fruity accords and the lavender in it that are creating that bubble gumminess that give me this rum feeling, like some rum vibes. I would categorize this as an aromatic, spicy, woody. Now, there is a beautiful mandarin orange to start the whole composition off. You get some tobacco, you get some leather, and some beautiful benzoin and woods. I love the benzoin in this. Adds a really nice resinous sweetness to it, and it actually gives it a nice base for all the rest of those other ingredients to sit on. And as those ingredients start melding into that benzoin becomes a little bit more predominant and just adds this beautiful dry down. Freaking love this fragrance. If you have not yet, while you're out holiday shopping this holiday season, check out AZZARO Wanted by Night. You'll find it at every single department store. See for yourself. This might be the perfect gift to give your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your son, your brother, your dad, whoever it may be, this holiday season. I freaking love this fragrance, and I always will. This will probably always be my favorite because it's the one I've created the most memories with. So, last up on my list, AZZARO Wanted by Night. Well, there it is, guys. That is 10 easy to wear, grab and go. Grab the fragrance, spray it on, run out the door, do you. Whatever you got to get done for the day, these would be great fragrances because you're not going to be out in the cold for that long. You're going to be in climate controlled buildings, situations, so these would be inoffensive while you're wearing your sweater. These will heat up, will permeate out from underneath your turtleneck, and will help grab people's attention. Great conversation starters, great confidence boosters, because if you rock it with confidence, you, my friend, become the compliment. But that's it for me today, guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. If you enjoyed today's episode, then like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always remember, you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.